Good morning all. Hope everyone is well, hope everyone is good. Happy Monday to you all. Yes, sir. Hello. See what we got going on for today. Morning. Nice one. First off, make sure all systems go. There we go. Let's have a look at the calendar here. Monday, we have CAD news, no USD news, a little bit of Empire State Manufacturing. Doesn't really cause too much of a headache, this one. This one doesn't really do much at all, to be honest. Big one is going to be FOMC, which is on Wednesday. Spoke about this yesterday. FOMC definitely going to be interesting. Not the rates itself, because the rates are, I expect, to come back as the same. But what's going to be important is the statement, right? What is the future of rates, right? What is the future of what are we doing? What is the standpoint here? Because remember, this whole rally here on gold was caused by rate reductions, right? We saw rate reductions come into the market here, and the hype of rate reductions coming into the market. And as that started to be hyped up, we started to push up heavily on gold. As soon as that left, we started to pull back. This upside here was just general geopolitical tension causing us to form upside. We're in another phase of geopolitical tension, but we're lacking upside. Why? Because we're seeing gold being priced very high, not wanting to push further, because remember, interest rate reductions were a given, and this is all pricing in of that. Doesn't necessarily mean it makes the asset better or anything. So everything has been priced in essentially, and with this current cycle of geopolitical tension, we saw money move into the Dixie here as oil starts to get crazy. So we can see the Dixie continue to be bullish here, right? Dixie starts to hold more bullish price action, starts to continue to be bullish, just like kind of oil at the moment, right? Oil as well. Dump back down. We had that crazy time. Pushed up, dumped back down, and then recovering itself. So in this equation here, we're seeing risk on assets, such as gold is a risk on asset. Even though it's a safe haven asset, it's a risk on asset. Gold, NASDAQ, US 30, they're all letting a little bit of a pullback, right? Leading a pullback. So let's have a look at what we got going on for today. We start off on daily time frame as always. For you guys actually on YouTube, we haven't done the weekly, so weekly closed bearish, but we are respecting this weekly support zone. Daily time frame is closing bearish here. This is a key zone that I had from the webinar this week, kind of leading into this 4-hour support here as well. If we're gonna bounce, we're gonna bounce from here. We do have a bearish bias. Nothing is closing back below the support or below the range, both. We don't have something closing below support, below the range. Let's bring this little one here. So it is bearish bias today. 1 hour time frame is in a consolidation, 30 minutes same consolidation, 15 minutes same consolidation. Counter bias trades. I will need some sort of change of structure from the 4-hour support. Can even be on a 5 potentially, but I need to see some sort of change of structure and then play some upside. Only reason is because we're rejecting off this support here. That's the only reason. If we didn't have this support here, I'd be sticking to full bearish bias. Now with there being bearish bias, there is opportunity for sells, but I don't feel like we can sell until we clear this 1 hour support basically. 15 is even lower. It's very hard to sell today actually. Today I want to see a push down and then break below and then a pullback, and when we sell on the pullback, because we're in a consolidation right now. So this can consolidate. If you guys in the exclusive watch this week's webinar, right, this could be that same play where we do the same action in London and then set up for NY, right? So we studied a little bit of a pattern gold is doing in in London session, how it's setting up for NY. So we might get the same scenario happen here. If we're looking at DAX here, see what that's doing today. Daily time frame rejecting this previous daily resistance. Weekly closing bearish but rejecting the lows. 4-hour time frame closing bearish here. So we do have bearish session bias, but we are pushing up at the moment. Bring in this one here. "30-minute time frame also trying to break out here. In 3 minutes we will have a breakout close. 15-minute time frame also breakout close here in 3 minutes. This could be an option. Counter bias. Push up through this range. Every time we have pushed up through here, it's been pretty clean. I don't necessarily not like this. On a 15, we need to close above here. I like that there's structure beforehand. But how are breakouts working? NASDAQ as well, same similar setup here. Daily time frame at the lows, 4-hour time frame giving us more of a mixed bias as we're breaking this high. 1-hour time frame, yeah. So we're getting the same setup on NASDAQ. I trust NASDAQ a bit, so I might be able to take the same setup on NASDAQ here. $29 points below the lows. Yeah. We have a better 1-hour close on DAX. They're both the same setup. They're both the same setup. So if they play out on both, I mean, if they play out, they should play out on both. So I'm quite interested if we get a bottom wick here, to be honest. I feel like that potentially could be a little bit of an early option. Didn't wait for it to break. Yeah, it's too early. Otherwise, you need this confirmation. So luckily, it looks like it's going to close above. If it doesn't, it'll be a bit sketchy. We'll see last 36 seconds. So yeah, I think if we can get a bottom wick here, should be okay. Yeah, price making, bottom wick. I'll give it a shot breaking the high. Yeah, that's a nice 30-minute close. Is this gold, bro? No, this is NASDAQ. Yeah, below this low SL would be good, I think. Give it some breathing room. Alright, that should have triggered me, let's see. Not yet on futures. On futures, I'm not triggered yet. and see how it looks on futures. What if NQ has triggered? Yeah, see, NQ is going. Okay, so we have been triggered. BE, pretty hard to find a BE level for here, because we could argue that this could be BE, any one of these structures that we just reacted off, but that's like super conservative BE, you know, we don't have 1 minute structure or anything. Maybe the higher ones, so I think this is kind of like a BE 70% to TP. So if we get 70% to TP, could move BE. I would like to see 1 minute candle close above here. Yeah, this is around 70% to TP, this line here. I'm not scared to give this trader a chance. You can go break even here if you want. I want to see 1 minute structure before managing the trade. Like if you're scared of this rejection, it's valid to just go break even. You can get out the trade. I do want to see myself 1 minute structure here. Just depends. If you want to play it tight beginning of the week, you can play it tight beginning of the week. It's really your choice. Was already 70%? Not really 70%, I think 50% to TP. Yeah, 50% to TP. How long till this 5 closes? 4 minutes? Oh, we just closed the 5 bullish. I want to see it respect this structure. If not, I'll probably look to manage here. I want to see it respect around here. Maybe liquidity grab below. Start to continue bullish. Because see, we tried to make a support here. It failed. Failed to make a support. So that's giving me some signal. So if we can respect here, that's nice. Start to see this 5 minute candle flip. like that. Now I can manage my stop loss to below this candle here. So only risking 60 bucks. It's very minimal for me. So more than halved my SL. Just give a little gap in case we'll risk 70 bucks. So super tight risk now. Shouldn't really need to break that low if it wants to continue up. Four contracts, it's not challenge account these. Yeah, since I started these accounts, I was risking 0.5. If you remember, because of gold being low, so I just standardized risk. It's slower, but keeps it consistent. Especially when you're copying 4 accounts. You don't need to rush. See what lower time frame is doing here. If this 1 minute close below, I'll be managing my position. Maybe a little bit gap here, 72 bucks, just to liquidity grab the lows. I don't mind it liquidity grabbing the lows. Alright, so we managed the position there. Very, very small. That's pretty good. I mean, like I said, you can go break even in that type of position. It's totally normal. We just didn't get the continuation I want to see, but I can re-enter. So only risked 8 points there. Something pretty chill for me. I'm happy to take it and give it a shot like that. Why'd you count wins and also break-evens in your win rate? Break-evens are not win. I don't count a break-even as a win, my friend. A break-even is not a win for me. Break-even is a break-even. Like, even though I manage this trade is still considered a loss for me. Even though very small loss, not even half a percentage loss in terms of R, I still consider it as an L because I managed in drawdown. So I was originally risking 29 points. I closed at minus 8 points. Give my trade a chance, right? So now what I'll try to do is I'll get an entry off this pullback here. We're just lacking volume. Classic London, lacking volume as usual. So, but you have to give it a shot. Like I said, if you're playing it secure, just close break even. But if it flies to TP, don't feel upset. Don't feel upset if it flies to TP. What time did we enter this? Or did I enter this? 11:01. Is it okay to hold? Yeah, I guess it's okay to hold as long as it respects the structure. It's going to be bullish today. So there's no harm in holding. I just wanted to manage and I'll get an entry off a pullback. Maybe with more confirmations. How is DAX doing though? Yeah, see, DAX hasn't even broken the high yet. That's actually quite nice. Because if it does break the high, it should go. That 1 minute scared me. It pushed. I saw good rejection from top side. Yeah, and then you can make structure and continue up. Otherwise, you're going to be scared by everything, right? You just have to read what the chart is saying. I still trust the position, but I'm just playing it tight because... Actually, I probably could have held full stop loss, but I don't like the break of structure on 1 minute now. So now we can start a little bit of a downtrend. And I'd rather get a tighter entry down here. Buddy, it's a 55% win rate. That's why I asked. Yeah, but you're not calculating it correct, man. Break evens are worth nothing, bro. You put your stop loss at entry. Sometimes I put my stop loss a little bit in profit. I count it as break even. You know? So break evens are worth nothing. So you calculate... You know, you calculate based off that. That's what you calculate based off. It's do SL always as big. I hope you make joke. That's no sense. The joke is your English, bro. That is really what the joke is right now. Because that is a literal joke, the way you're typing right now. You need to go back to school, bro. You really need to go back to school. Like, I know it may not be your first language, and I respect that. But there's no... Then don't hate, right? Don't hate. There's like no excuses these days. We have amazing translation tools, AI. You can translate, you know, and speak properly. Like, I get it. It's not your first language. I don't blame you. It's not really an issue. But then don't try hate. You insult people now? Who are you? Nah, I'm only making a mess with him, man. Why? I can't... So it's okay for him to insult me, but I can't say anything back? Buddy, no hate. Seriously, I calculate your win rate. Yeah, but you need to understand, break evens are not calculated in a win rate. They are cancelled out. That's not... You don't calculate based on all trades. Like, check here in the journal. Right, you don't calculate 71%. It's calculated based off wins and losses because that's what affects your P&L. Commissions you may lose and stuff like that, that is part of trading. That is what we pay as a trader, right? So I'm happy we manage. That is what we pay as a trader, right? Those are commissions. So you don't count that because you moved your entry. It's like not even taking an entry because you're moving it, you know? Yeah, if you're very worried about, like, that's sometimes my B is +1 pips in profit. Sometimes my B is negative. It just balances itself out. If I'm trading indices, I have no commissions on CFDs, you know, so then it doesn't even matter. It's like it's all different. Tons of Bs will eventually add up. Like if you have 25 BEs, slippage here and there probably can add up, but it's not enough, you know. People hating because you managed a trade good, that's crazy. Yeah, you have to give it a shot though. We don't know. NASDAQ could be continuing very nicely today. We could have some beautiful upside. If it doesn't want to, that's fine, but I'm still going to give it a shot. I told people that they can go break even if they want to play it safe. I mean, you know. Like, I can't come and click the mouse button for you. I don't know you guys' situation, but I can manage myself. For me, having 250 pips stop loss and risking $60, $250 stop loss, but risking 60, long term, that's super profitable for me. All right, let's see what gold is doing here. Gold is trying to get below this area here, yeah. Think it's risky. It's a very small top wick here. I guess you are playing the range, but remember you're playing towards the bottom of the range. So it makes it a lot tougher. In hindsight now it looks a little bit better, but when we're investigating on 1 hour, it's quite a difficult trade. I get it, I count it because it's considered as trades too. Yeah, but it's considered as trade with no outcome, so that doesn't matter. Like when the trade has no outcome, then it's not considered a trade, right? When there is no outcome. Like a trade always has to have an outcome. It either wins or loses. Then it's considered a trade because that's affecting you in some way. You get what I'm saying? Is your Vantage broker a type raw? Yeah, I selected that. But depends. If you're someone who just trades gold by itself, then standard is good because you have no commissions. So at least DAX was kind and never broke the high. Made your life easier, right? We also can consider shorts here. It's not too crazy, but this is a major level of support, but it is in the cards today. Shorts is in the cards today. Can I pass an account if you join your mentorship? For sure, but I don't really want to hold you to just pass an account. Like, I prefer if you push for a payout. You know? Like, your goal should be join the mentorship and get a payout, not just pass an account. Pass an account is cool. Like, we can, for sure, we'll work on passing you an account, and I'm pretty sure if you stayed concentrated, follow what I say, you will pass. We have a very high success rate at passing. But the goal is not to pass, the goal is to get a payout. Because, yeah, passing's cool, but getting paid is better. So that's where the real work comes into. Don't say that now. Say what, bro? I'm in a DAX short. I hope London Open doesn't fuck me. Well, we still have quite a lot of time. 40 minutes for London Open. So you have time to see what happens. 5-minute close in 3 minutes here. So we are trying to create support from the bottom of the range. I don't like all these clean candles here if price wants to try some downside. It's a very strong 15-minute candle close back in the range, right? We can't really ignore that. Setup 2, yes, but this one's a little bit different because look how strong the close back in the range is with the 15. We manage it good unless it would be a big L. Yeah, that's the point. Like, you have to give your trade some breathing room. I mean, if you're scared to trade, if you're scared to give back a little, then just keep hitting break even until the one you want plays out. Like, it's fine. We went into good profits here. Like, it's not a shit position where you can't make decisions. It's just, I don't know how you guys want to feel. Like, 17 points is not bad. So if 17 points was good enough, then just go break even. And then you don't have to worry about something. For me, I'm comfortable managing because I know I have probability still. I know it's not fully game over. So that's what I like to do. Give myself a bit of breathing room. I have a challenge that I haven't been able to pass. If I join your mentorship and trade live with you, do you think I could pass it? Yeah, again, same thing I'm going to say is passing it is cool, but getting a payout is better. Right? It's not only about trading live with me, it's also about understanding why we're taking the trade. Because if you're on a losing streak, for example, then I would have gone break even on this position because you don't want to keep taking losses when you can avoid them. So that's the time to start to move break even and just wait for the one to just give you a nice shot, you know? Or if you're holding drawdown in the beginning, then yeah, of course, you can't really avoid that because you're holding drawdown in the beginning. What do you think of Doyle Exchange? I'm not sure, man. I haven't looked into him too much. I saw that some people are trying to, what's this called? Call him out. Just now, apparently, TJR got exposed. I haven't watched. Anyone watch the video? You did? Is it any good? It's a long video. Old stuff scamming his old friends. Did he get busted for being a fraud? Yeah. In mentorship, you explain trades or only signal type for bots? No, I explain trades. Let's go see NQ here. Do we have bottom wick on futures? We do have a bottom wick on futures. 1 minute change of structure. Maybe I give another re-entry shot. One more shot for the day. $15 closes in 3 minutes as well. Yeah, if that comes together, should be nice. Both of them together. I would prefer a liquidity grab to the lows first. If the 1 hour candle on NAS doesn't close bullish, I will come out. 1 hour candle on NAS. Yeah, we have a lot of time though. And even though every time we've done this, look, 1 hour candle close bearish, next one close bullish. Close bearish, next one close bullish. So not necessarily meaning game over. What you look at now, I'm on NASDAQ. Big Daddy Sharp, I've missed you. Fuck's sake, man. Harry, do new members get review daily like they watch your course, make note, backtest the chart? You also check their daily analysis, see how their chart? Yeah, exactly. It's exactly what I do. Yeah, so we've liquidity grabbed here, which is nice. So we're going to wait for that to come back up. But yeah, that's exactly how it is. They have the course content. I can review everything and I give feedback. I speak to them. So I'm supposed to be Carl's plan here. Let's see what his plan was. Short-term bounce, bullish trend, tapping high time frame, limited continuation with closes above through Asian. But if you look, any pullbacks would be good. I'll be looking close. Yeah, same plan we took actually, to be honest, all pullbacks. So yeah, just a shame. I mean, I had the same plan here. Just a shame we didn't get continuation. It's not the end of the world though. So yeah. Best way to get out to $700 drawdown on a 50K account. Best way for me is just to have a trading strategy that you can trust, man. Like that's not much, man. That's a little bit over 1% drawdown, bro. Being a little bit over 1% drawdown is really easy. Do you think your students can get payouts within a month while trading with you? If you're funded, then yeah, you can get a payout, right? But if you're not funded, you need to pass your funded account first, right? And I don't know, if you make mistakes yourself, if you're gonna start trading bad or FOMO trading, that's gonna hold you back, right? It's about learning about yourself as well, getting better as you at the trader, right? You're the one clicking the button at the end of the day. You're the one who can make the decisions at any time. So all of that stuff is gonna hold you back. No more Bahrain and Saudi GP. No, but they'll move it. They'll move it. Maybe they'll make it logical and they'll run all the GPs at the same time together. Saudi, Bahrain, UAE. What do you think about the current market manipulating upwards? Then it will be following one like it was in the coming week. What time frame, bro? Should overtrade to try make day from negative to positive? No, that's the whole opposite thing you want to do. You don't want to overtrade to try make your day positive. Like, that's deadly. Why are you looking for S2 for bearish? Because it's not a bearish, very bearish candle, right? If you look at the NASDAQ candle, it's like a setup 3 type candle, right? Check this out. Breaking above the high here from a major support zone where we found a lot of lows from, man. Check, we found a lot of monumental lows from here. This was the low for this higher low here. Check this. I mean, look how far this goes back on the zone we're sitting at. This was this low here before that massive rally. This was this low here before this massive rally, this low here before this huge rally here. Look at the size of this rally. That was the low where we're at right now. It was also the low for this rally. It was also the higher low for this rally. It was the low for this rally as well. It was the low for this rally, and we're back there right now. So minimum, I expect at least a bounce, you know. I expect a bounce. It makes sense for there to be a bounce, especially with a weak 4-hour candle. It's not really showing me, hey, we're full bearish. We just want to continue down. You know what I'm saying? Your indicator says bearish? Yeah, because previous daily closed bearish. And write to me in chat right now how this candle closed. What did this candle close as? Exactly. So what is the indicator gonna say? Exactly. The indicator does not excuse you not having to do analysis, right? Otherwise, we just code everything to trade off the indicator. You're a big supporter of NASDAQ. Why? Why are you taking buys? Did you hear what I explained about the supports? Or you didn't hear what I explained just now about the supports on daily? I think I was pretty clear. This is a macro level. I did, but it's confusing. Why is it confusing? When this has been a macro level of support. Right? Every time, almost every time, there's been more times we have bounced from here than there hasn't, especially when price is showing us a bounce. 4-hour candle bullish bounce, 4-hour candle bullish bounce, 4-hour candle bullish bounce. Every time we have 4-hour candle bullish here, we bounce. What do we have here? 4-hour candle bullish, very weak bearish candle, doesn't even mean anything. It's almost doji. Because in exclusive content, you reiterate stick to bias. Yes, but keep in mind, this candle here is not a strong bearish candle close. It's not really much significant. This is doji. So you need to also add analysis to your trading as well. What's your view on gold bias? Let's have a look at gold bias. Yeah, we're a bit more bearish bias here in the market today on gold. So we'll need change of structures to go counter bias. You understand now? Read Kyle's plan. Go in the group, read Kyle's plan. Go read his plan. You'll see the same points I'm making, but written. Don't buy gold now? No, maybe not a good idea just now. I agree with that. See, DAX is a lot more bearish than NASDAQ, right? We have strong bearish candle close, 4-hour strong bearish candle close. So DAX I would like to sell. DAX I'd like to see something like this. It would be the same plan for NASDAQ if we're going to sell as well. How many accounts did you blow in your trading journey? 0 serious accounts. I've never blown a serious trading account. The only accounts I've blown is gamble accounts. When I put like $1,000 in there and I try to full send the account, then I blow it. But if I have a serious trading account, I've never blown an account. I treat my trading very seriously. Bro, please return to GJ. Bro, I'd love to return to GJ. It's just the price action isn't the best for me in London session. You know, it's just not consistent enough. Like this type of stuff is just killing you, man. Like this is London, 11 o'clock Thursday. Like this is just, what am I supposed to do with this type of stuff? You know, look at this choppiness. You know? Into my account. So choppy. I blew close to 100 accounts. How much were the accounts though? That's a lot to blow. Do you have mentorship live every day? Yes. New York session as well. Your English is very clear. Is it your first language? It is for me. It is for me. So it's a bit disgraceful that it is. If we're looking at it logically. That was a fun NY with Hunter on Thursday. You guys work well together. Looks like it was a laugh streaming. Yeah, we'll do more of those, man. Don't you worry. How many trades do you take in a week? Probably average five trades a week. More with New York, obviously. Sometimes taking 2 trades a day. But if we average it over time, it's going to be like five trades a week. 1 trade a day. No, I think it was Thursday, bro. It was Thursday. Can trading become a career? Yeah, definitely can become a career. But it's never gonna feel like a career because you don't have the same hours, you're not secured the same pay, you don't have a boss, you're not, you're responsible to yourself. NY or London, which one works better for you when you take more trades? London is like hit or miss, but it's like a stable session in terms of you know what's going on. New York is more hectic, but I'd say recently New York I've been taking a lot more trades. Especially in the last 6 months, New York has been more profitable. In 2 months under your mentorship, correct following, I can pass an account and get a payout. Like, people are gonna sell you and tell you, yes, of course you can. You have to join today. But that depends on you, brother. The material is there. Everything's there. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you through the journey. But it's up to you. You're the one who has to press the button. You're the one who has to control your emotion. You're the one who has to spend time learning concepts to make sure you understand what you're taking. So I'm not going to lie to you and tell you, yes, 100%, 2 months, you're going to get a payout. Is it possible? Yes. But what's your previous knowledge? If you're a complete beginner, there's a learning curve, brother. If it was that easy for someone to make money in 2 months, everyone would do this job. You know, keep in mind, it took me 2.5 years before I started seeing consistency. So of course it's possible, but it depends on you, brother. It depends on you. This is something I have no control on. In trading, you can work for 5 hours and lose money or gain nothing. In working, you are guaranteed profit, but you have no boss in trading. Exactly. Break even is a win. I don't think break even should be counted as wins. Break even is just break even. You broke even. Nothing happened. At this point on NQ, we probably need a 15-minute candle closing bullish. Not just a 5. 15 and change the structure. Isn't the market your boss? Yeah, but it doesn't control you. You control your actions. Does that make sense? It controls you once you're in a trade, but you have the choice to be in a trade. Yeah, because we broke 15 structure, because there's a lot of 5-minute back-to-back, you know. So let's see. It would be nice because it would be with London Open. It will be a S4. Not exactly, because I don't want us to close all the way up here. I don't want us to close all the way up there. My win rate is horrible. It's 18%, but works for me. Yeah, how much data do you have on that 18% win rate? You know, mathematically, it's long term may bite you in the back, but I haven't seen your data. So if I say if you have less than, you need good amount of data, man, to prove that that's long term profitable. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, it can work, but you need a lot of data. It's gonna be your friend. Yeah, sometimes you look at this 5 minute and you think, if I went aggressive on the 5 minute, would have it, you know, at least you get your 1-to-1 quickly. Imagine it reverses here, literally 1 pip from a 1-to-1. That would be horrible. If now it just comes all the way back to entry, 1 pip from a 1-to-1. Oh, if it does that, that is insane. Oh, that is, oh my god, that is painful as hell, guys. Oh, did you see that? That is just torture. Then you go break even because you're 1 pip. 12 pip SL, 11. Now it's coming back. Nasdaqistan. Bro, what is that? Hopefully in the next 10 minutes we can make some 5-minute structure and then we can take this based on the 15. Can I ask why we're waiting for 50-minute candle on NQ pullback? Look, man, we're not bullish bias, right? So we can't be the fastest people to buy. We broke 15-minute structure here. This could simply just be a little bit of a 5-minute pullback to make a lower high continue down. This doesn't necessarily mean it's going to start to continue bullish now. I mean, look back here, right? Take this example. This 15-minute candle closed bullish. The next one had to close bearish. Then the 15-minute candle went. Once we got the setup one. So yeah, you could go on a 5. Like it's a nice little aggressive option there. But if you're going aggressive, then that pullback would have made you nervous. You go break even, maybe you stop break even. Now it's hitting TP. It's confusing. It's not wrong to take it on the 5. It's just, you know, this could be the lower high. Come on, NASDAQ, give us a setup. We need to get filthy rich. Yeah, I know. We're due. NASDAQ, we're due. Silver's manipulated these days. Let's have a look at silver, man. Weekly is close to weekly support. Daily is coming close towards daily support. 4 hours should be at support. Yeah, same as gold. These practically look exactly the same on a 4-hour time frame between gold and silver. Yep. Yeah, practically the same as gold right now. If I join your group, you have the link to YouFund? Yeah, of course, man. Of course. You get the link. Everything is manipulated, just be on the right side of power? Yeah, or just count that as variance and it's just part of your trading, right? Like long term, if something is going to manipulate, then so be it. MT5 is shut down. Mine is still working. Five percenters, yeah. I'm not sure. Apparently the TJR video was taken down. Just saw that on Twitter. Remember on gold, guys, what we need to be thinking about in the exclusive? How is this now setting up? What do you mean? There was a video. Oh, he re-uploaded it, but apparently he re-uploaded it with with a lot of segments gone.
This video can
Did TGR make it take him down? I mean, this guy's a really connected guy, man. You know, he could just... I mean, he can make a couple of contacts in YouTube or, you know, and say, hey, can we get this video down? Then they take it down. The Clippers will come in handy for him or for who? Ready to trade now? Damn, bro, I can't open that, man. So yeah, this is what I spoke about NASDAQ, guys, right? Remember I said NASDAQ to make a lower high. That's what the threat is. You can go early on the 5, but at any time lower high can come. Doesn't mean that this is it, we're going up here, right? That's kind of like what you guys were thinking in your head. So until we change structure, which it's trying, it's bouncing again. If we can close a 5 above there, it's nice, it's nice. But until that happens, until a 15 closes bullish, we're not going to have that. How you should give a little class for English because chats are making Sharpe's language? What do you mean? 2 minutes for London Open. We have the 1 hour closing below. I wonder if we get a 5 close below as well, we can take a little bit of a scalp towards the downside to these supports. Very low in the range, but the 1 hour would be carrying us with London Open volume here. And that would be the shot I'm looking at. So if we get a 5-minute candle closing below here, we have to be quick break even, but it's not too little room. It's about 40 pips, right? It's not that bad. I wonder if we can just enter like that, breaking this low here. See what it looks like on 15. Be kind of a setup 3. 30-minute would be closing bearish. It's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. Let's see how the 1 hour opens up. Thing is, in London you don't really want to be continuing the same direction. Normally this is a pullback to continue the opposite direction. The only time we can try this is something like this, where we're going up, grabbing liquidity, proving to us we don't want to go up, and be aggressive with break even. Like, that's the way you play this, is you play a very aggressive break even strategy. Because if it breaks the low and drives, you're going to get a good position down. Let's just let some price action form here. It's not really the best position anyways, so we can give it some space. Let's see how NASDAQ closed here for the open. Man, 15 didn't give us that bullish close, huh? That's annoying. 30-minute bearish. Yep. And then we get this big 5-minute candle. That's an interesting close, guys. Because it makes our life a little bit difficult. I want something above the previous 1 hour level on NASDAQ. We've crossed through twice, 1, 2, so it's not going to be that important. Bro, are you scared of Iran war because in physical life Dubai is getting targeted? No, I trust Dubai. I stand by Dubai, and everything you see on media is a little bit overhyped. Yes, there are missiles going overhead. Yes, there's debris hitting buildings. Yes, there's drones. Just this morning, another drone hit the airport and the whole airport had to be shut down. All the roads around the airport got shut down. But again, let's look at the real statistics. This all happened. They blew up a petrol tanker in the airport. All the flights got disrupted, but there's been no casualties. There's been no casualties. So if we look at the real statistics, this is simply, in my eyes, theater. It's a bit of theater, just showing, like, if you're anyone with some sort of military knowledge and you know that if an explosive is hitting the floor, it makes permanent damage, right? If you've ever researched or had training with explosives or understood how explosives work, when these drones should be hitting the buildings, they should be taking out a heavy part of that building, but they're not. They're not. So their main target is media, right? They want to damage media, and they want to damage bases here. Now, bases is not public civilian affected areas. So we're using this area as a resistance at the moment. So if we don't get above there, we probably try some more downside. If we get above there, we'll probably bounce from here. Remember that sell I talked about breaking this 1 hour low can start to play out. How long till this 4 minutes? Do you have a Telegram page? Yeah, I'm gonna share with you. I have an announcement channel. This is our Telegram. Join up. We post quite a lot of value here. It's free. Join up, join up. Harry, which currency pairs would you recommend for London session? By the way, thanks for all the free contents. Newbie here. Welcome, welcome, bro. So if you're looking at currency pairs, anything with the GBP, Euro, is going to be good. Getting given money opportunities to exit the trade at break even. But my mind struggles to do so. You have to set a plan. It's because you don't have a plan. If I join mentorship now, can I get access for today's NY? Yes, you can join the Zoom literally right now. Right now you can join. Yeah, you have to have a plan. So whenever I enter a trade, I have a plan. If price does this, I'm doing this. If price does that, I'm doing that. And that's what I stick to. If you don't have a plan and you're trying to make decisions on the fly, you start to contradict yourself, right? You have to be planned. You have to be planned, and every step has to be, okay, when I enter the trade, this is my break-even level. If I get into drawdown, if it comes back to entry, I'm going to get out because I don't trust the trade, or I'm just going to allow full stop loss to hit. Remember, the worst case scenario is if you hit full stop loss. That's it. You've already accounted for that. If you're over risking in the trade, you shouldn't be in it anyways, right? Bro, there's a Telegram channel. It sends signals. It's fake. Yeah, it's fake. I sent you my Telegram channel above. That's the only real Telegram channel. Gold here closing in 1 minute. We're still respecting that 4-hour resistance, which I quite like. If we do start to break this low, there could be some sort of sell opportunities. I took this trade, went aggressive, break of 1 minute high. Yeah, that's a bit too aggressive. Maybe this one would be better if you're gonna go aggressive. Oh man, here we go. Where's Steven? Where's Steven? Did he quit? Let's check, let's check. Oh, he's still here. Song's actually growing on you. Oh, there we go. You see, it changes people, this song.
Your touch, delirious.
Don't sing, MK. You're ruining the song. This is the anthem, man. Our song, here we go. Yeah, this is the anthem, bro. This is the anthem.
Just need to get Maurice on board now.
Maurice still hates it? Let's check. Yeah, he's not typing anything. I think he secretly loves it.
Nah, probably Mirko.
I think Mirko likes it as well, man.
Oh no, I get the name mixed up. Maurice and Mirko all the time.
Oh. Both of them like it. Do you ever plan meetups for the group? Yeah, I would love to do meetups, man. But the problem is where? We always wanted to do a Dubai meetup. That would be cool, but it's really hard to organize to get everyone same place, same time. Last week was good for you? It was good for me, yes. London was slow. Only took a couple of positions. But didn't lose last week in London. Didn't lose in London. Okay, so we liquidity grabbed the high, now we're rejecting again. 15-minute has a chance here to close bearish in 2 minutes. Could be a little bit of a sell opportunity. Again, aggressive break even. Ooh, I wonder if it breaks last 2 minutes. It does something nasty and we see a very heavy move come. Ooh, I have to make a decision now. Would have to run very aggressive stop loss here. 48 pip stop loss. Ah, it's too fast. Yeah, that's what I wanted to happen. Just that flip break and then continuation, full break even. I couldn't calculate fast enough, man. I didn't expect it to be all the way up here and flip down here. But that's what I wanted, right? Now it'd be break even. I mean, I just didn't have time to calculate a stop loss. And I was thinking, is this right? Because this is also not protected by any 1 minute structure. So it's a kind of a very aggressive stop loss. This stop loss here, 80 pips, maybe not worth it for 80 pips. Wick fill is 80 pips though, so it can happen. Let's see how the trade would have played out though. I'm interested to see. Yeah, it's a bit late, but again, you know, now I would have moved break even because that's the plan. You move quick break even in this type of trade. So let's just see how it would have played out. There's no harm in gathering data, yeah? Never harm in gathering data. Because I would have very aggressive stop loss. My stop loss in this position would be 48 pips. So I'd be just relying on this. This is exactly what I wanted to rely on. Quick push like this and see if you can get 1-to-1, which would be there. So let's see. Either break even or 1-to-1 would be kind of what I would want out of this. It's a very good 15-minute close for the idea though. Helps the idea, that 15-minute close. Question is, does it bounce aggressively and then you would have been stop break even? This NAS look good following open momentum. Yeah, I just don't like how the wick tapped into this zone here. Otherwise, it's nice, yes. Maybe wick forms and down move. Yeah, totally possible. But again, we needed to have a sell stop ready.
I heard.
Yo, bro.
Yo, with the trade that Joan just posted, during NYSC, could you actually get away with that trade?
For sure, yeah. That's a big, yeah, I would do, yeah, you know.
Right, but London, you have to play your cards right? Correct?
A little bit, yeah, if you don't want to be, I mean, as a second trade, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, so this would have tapped me break even on broker. I'm looking at it on broker, so I don't know. I would have been personally tapped break even because I want to be aggressive on this position. So if I look on broker here, this is where those lows are. So that would have tapped me, right? See? Wow, NASDAQ snapped back, huh? We snapped back. Snap back to reality. Yeah, so check this out. Didn't really give you enough for a 1-to-1. That's why you want to go with the aggressive stop loss anyways, to try get yourself to a 1-to-1. I'm facing huge delay of 5%. Yeah, leave it, man. 5% it sounds crap. You guys have 8 pip spread. I mean, it's not tradable. What happens when you guys get funded? How are you going to trade? Like, I just don't understand why a prop firm would give 8 pip spread on gold. It's just impossible. So even when you pass, what's going to happen? Does it improve? I hope so. You know? Otherwise, it's just not possible. This trade was without confirmation below? No, it was based on the 1 hour confirmation. You see, we had a 1 hour close below. But I'm on phase 2, I can't leave it now. Yeah, but then what happens after you pass? You know, it's very tough. If you didn't have that spread, you probably passed it already. 2 pip spread for NASDAQ is pretty high, man. 2 point spread for NASDAQ is very high. Gold always on your mind? Yeah, people always on your mind. It's like interactive broker stuff? No, CFD is just what you normal MT5 brokers. Should we buy gold now? No, you probably want to buy gold above 5,000 at this point. Now it's not worth it. Anyways, I'm going to chill with the guys and the exclusive guys. It's a bit slow this session here. NASDAQ is just ranging at the moment. We can see it trying to pick a direction. So either it closes below, tries some downside, or it just keeps bouncing off this. We need some 5-minute structure anyways. We just liquidity grabbed the low a little bit. Gold here as well, as you can see, even if I took this aggressive position, I would have been out break even. There's no continuation yet, which makes sense. We're at that 1 hour support. So if it wants to start to change structure and continue up here, that's totally possible. If not, looking for pullbacks to sell would be quite nice. And then we see what ends up happening. So yeah, let's see what ends up happening overall today, guys. And hopefully New York session sets up for something nice. So appreciate you guys showing up as always. Make sure to show up tomorrow. Let's hope we have a good week here, midweek of the month, especially with FOMC. Hopefully we get some hype leading in tomorrow and we start to see some good moves. So yeah, is the group open? Yes it is, my friend. Yes it is. So take care all, much love, and speak to you guys hopefully very soon. All right, peace. Cheers, guys.